Well, does it need to be said that I'm a proponent? Absolutely. This was a idea that moving the highway garage out of the Heights area had been an idea during renewal and bantered about, actually when I was town attorney. I picked up the ball on it. Unfortunately, the project has been named the highway garage relocation. It's not about a highway garage relocation. It's about looking at the Heights area and saying, what do we need to revitalize the Heights area? I've told people, if you take the ring around Underhill and Commerce Street, most of the properties, the biggest properties in Yorktown Heights, are tax-exempt properties, the YCC, the town hall, the fire department, etc. What's holding back the vitality of the Heights area is that there is no opportunity for private business to come in. Yorktown owns one of the best pieces of real estate in the Heights area, and it's consumed by the operation of the highway garage. We have the property up on the hill by the sewer plant, which we moved the composting operation, which was too costly for the town, and have made that property available. So moving the highway garage up into the hill, and with new facilities will help the efficiencies of the highway parks and longevity of equipment, but also frees up that piece of property in the Heights area for redevelopment. And we put this in front of our planning board. The planning board came up, planning director, and the planning director came up with a plan that would now created a linear park in town. It attaches Patriot Park to Railroad Park, creates a new town square. And when people, and it will revitalize the town. I hear criticism, why would anybody want to build where trucks are going? Well, you take the highway garage out of there, the trucks go. Why do people want to write off Front Street as a potential area for real high-end, architecturally pleasing development? We want a walkable community. We have to look towards the future. We can't be myopic. We have to have a vision for where we want to see the town going. I think this is one of the best plans that has ever been put before the town. And just to say no, we talk about having civility and conversation on a town board level, passing around petitions to petition your son. Gets petition signed to petition himself. He's on the board. Why do you need to petition yourself? Have a discussion with us. Tell us what your concerns are. Let's work it out, because this is a very good and positive step for the town's future.
Not so fast, not so fast, not today, maybe someday. But let me tell you, we should not be spending that kind of money when the bridges are closed, the roads are in bad shape. I have every picture of every pothole in the town, okay? And 3,000 people have signed it, and I have visited more than 8,000. They want to fix the road. This is their tax money. Yes, we must fix the road, bridges, and infrastructure. If the pipe is clogged or broken, water goes somewhere else. In your basement, value of your property goes down. If the road is bad, nobody's going to come and buy a house in your neighborhood, because this is the neighborhood is not very good. That's why they are paying the taxes. I had a little trouble in my car, change the tire, I had to change all of them, $800, okay? So people are not very happy about how things are going. Bridges to be fixed before they fall apart. Have you seen any of those bridges? I can show you the picture right over I have here. 3 bridges. You don't wait till the bridge collapses and clog. Let's do the preventive maintenance. Those 2 bridges, the one on Croton High and the Baptist Church, should have been done 3-4 years ago. Money was available. Didn't do nothing. Thank you.
I hope we can invest in infrastructure in another question, but the first misinformation by Patel has been passed around in the petition is the spending of the money. They painted this thing as we're spending $4.8 million. It's absolutely incorrect. There was an application for grant money for a project of the total cost of $4.8 million. I made my vow to the town that this would not cost us anything, and I'm going to tell you it's not going to cost us anything. But it is a wise investment. The value of your homes is eroded by the high taxes, and your taxes to the value of your home, that proportion has increased over time. We need to do something so that the value of your homes increases. Depot Square, the revitalization of Yorktown Heights is a tide that will raise everybody's value, because you will have a town that's attractive, that people will want to be, who want to come to. It is the tide that will raise all boats.
Let me tell you who is going to benefit the most. I'm going to be free, frank, and fearless. Those who own the land surrounding area, they will be the most beneficial. I do not want to live in an apartment where the garbage truck goes on in the morning, the UPS truck goes on, and all the surrounding businesses. Look at the auto body. They have all the time the exhaust coming out of there, the fumes. Nobody wants to go in an apartment, live over there. And then don't forget about those garbage trucks pass over there, the smell. Summertime, you don't want those trucks passing by you. And one building cannot make the really revitalization. Million, they are talking about the million, 4.58 million. It is a number came from your application, and you cannot get all the money in a money application. There is a matching grant. Most of people don't even know matching grant. I do not want this grant to build now, maybe someday in the future. And this was spoken by more than 5,000 people. I have met them, more than 5,000 on this particular road. Thank you.
Okay, let's talk about the interest rate. Go ahead.
You know what's amazing? He states that maybe sometimes in the future. This is typical of the other side. Kick it down the road. Why don't we do it now? And for the opposition to this project to sit and tell you that portion of Yorktown is a dump, that stinks, that smells. You're insulting hard-working proprietors of businesses in that area. They deserve a better Yorktown. We deserve a better Yorktown. And that's what you're getting at.
Under the garage is contaminated. The second phase, the guy who did analysis, I challenged him that do you stand by with analytical result? And he said no. I told him I pay from my pocket to drill the hole when I tell you, when I bring the engineer, and that analysis comes out negative, I lose my money. And would you pay the $1 million bond if something goes wrong? He said no, okay? There is contamination. There are 100 people have told me, those who have lived longer than anybody else in this stage, in this room, this is the bad place to move, have a garage and build a business. This is there, and these are all the people live surrounding here. I have walked all 43 districts, and many of those people, each and every one has opposed this project now, okay? This is my statement, and I'm going to stand by it.
We have a question regarding the statements about the pollution in the area. If it's so polluted, do you think that our highway employees should be working there?
They have a separate issue and can be simply resolved with simple engineering. They should have an adequate exhaust, and certain vehicles when they're working on, they must have exhaust out, and if any kind of spill, they have to check it out. And it's an old building. This is not their old building. Lots of money has been invested before. It is fully functional, and current superintendent of highway made it really good. For last year was very bad winter. Why do you need it now? We just before the 2 months of election, all these hoopla. I am not in favor of this thing, and I'm going to stand by, because there are 6,000 homeowners now, they don't want it. 3,000 have already signed it, and there are others, they don't want to sign it, but they say, I have no time right now, but I am not favoring this, fix my road. And I can bring all those signatures if you want to, who want to fix the highway, I can start working tomorrow, and I get you before the election day. Thank you.
Well, I'm glad you're gonna get all the real estate agents.
I had a job and I don't need another job, and I'm going to donate every dollar I earn as a supervisor back to this community.
Mr. Grant.
The highway garage both had a phase 1 and a phase 2 environmental assessment, and the property is clean, there's no contaminants. Mr. Patel doesn't want to accept that.
Yes, I don't want to.
Right, and so that's part of the rhetoric, but under just broad strokes, people, listen to this. He's saying that the highway garage is a contaminated site, it's a dump, and this is the center of our town. This is what he thinks is the center of our town. And nobody, who would want to go there, who would want to be there, and who would want to do business in the center of Yorktown? Because it's a dump. Well, doesn't that indicate we should do something about cleaning it up? Doesn't it indicate and as far as the highway garage, I said last night at the meeting, I challenge these people who think that it's adequate down there to go in the highway garage in a snowstorm. It's like an emergency room with a disaster and triage with a natural disaster. They don't have the room. Forget even the highway people. Go to parks facilities in the middle of Downing Park and ask yourself, is that acceptable for this town to have a dump in the middle of its signature park? They got snow plows on tennis courts. They got material sitting out in the elements. All their equipment is rotting in front of them, and they don't have any room to work on any of the equipment because they're in 3,000 square feet of space. It's unacceptable. And talk about long-term efficiencies in town hall. This is what you do. You invest in your town. You invest in your physical plant. So this town becomes livable, affordable, and aesthetically pleasing for generations to come.
Nearly 300,000 square feet real estate available for rent. Why don't you fill those empty stores? Show me the plan. Why people are moving out? Maybe their vision is no good. They are afraid of the town leadership vision. You have to understand the formula, return on investment. That's the first thing they taught you in Wharton School of Business, okay? And if you don't understand that part and you put the money, you're going to be a loser. You have to do your own homework. How are you going to get the money? The rent, the income, there are only fixed amount of money, dollar, to be spent in the surrounding community. And if you bring a more number of a business, everybody gets less. And some survive and some die. So this is the formula they have to fulfill themselves. They come out and rent or open the store, and they are afraid of your vision, Mr. Supervisor. Thank you.